What are the prerequisites for being a spiritual seeker? Well, in simple terms, you have to start where you are. So I think when you discover the seeking within you, wherever you are at is where you're at. And so in that sense, there's no real prerequisites. Whatever happens to be the attributes you have is perfectly fine. As one journeys along a little bit further, one could say there are certain characteristics that are going to increase your chances of success. So now we can say, yes, certain qualities would be more useful to set you up for success. And success, of course, means discovering truth more efficiently. So in that context, I would say qualities that are appropriate is, first of all, a sense of openness to what that might look like. So we invariably have many ideas about what truth would look like even when we find it. And I can almost guarantee you that when you find it, you will look back and say, boy, I thought it was something different than what it really is. So you might as well take the attitude of, I have some ideas, but I'm open to whatever it really is. Okay, I'm open to what it really is. Very important. This way, when the truth starts presenting itself, you are likely to recognize it rather than you're like, I'm only looking at truth because I know truth is somewhere out here. Well, you can miss out on truth because you were closed in one way and open in only certain ways. So open up as much as you can. Be clear, and this goes pretty deep. To become clear, we have to be clear with our bodies, our minds, our emotions, our energies, our instrument, our consciousness. The more clear you can be, the more truth is readily accessible. So being clear means, as a practical tool, I would say being clear means simplifying your life. If you have 25 things going on in life, then these things can be pretty demanding and they can make it such that there's not enough time and energy to open up and be clear. So I would say systematically start simplifying your life. That might include a variety of things. The place you stay, your livelihood, your family, there's so many things. But boil it down to what's really important and precious to you. Rather than extraneous things that we get cluttered with all kinds of things. So simplify, become clear, use practices that help you get more clarity. Now you already have a pretty good place. You are in a pretty good place. You're open, you're clear. Now I would say use your intuition to tune into resources that are going to be most helpful to you at this point in time. So there's literally such an abundance of resources that we may get overwhelmed with the resources and we may get distracted with resources. Some of them may be good, but not really what we need. So maybe for somebody else that was great. So you have to discern what is just right for me, and everything else just set it aside. Don't bother judging it. Don't bother going down that path, knowing that that's not the right thing for you. So discernment, simplification, and openness. And finally, I'll add humility and receptivity. You may find that there's ideas that you're holding on to pretty strongly and you're kind of fixated with that. And these things essentially are a form of arrogance. Generally we think of arrogance as a certain kind of ego-driven personality, but in fact, holding on stubbornly to a fixed sense of reality is a form of arrogance. It says, I already know it. You may know it, but in a certain way, but not truly know it. So it'll actually block you if you get stuck on that. So being humble means truly being in a place where you recognize that you don't know anything. It's okay, truly recognizing that you don't know anything. So that helps you divest yourself of many things which can be artificial blocks. I think the combination of these things, if you were to develop them and cultivate them, will really set you up for success on the spiritual journey. When you choose light, life becomes increasingly joyful, purposeful, and inspired. I invite you to join me to explore the realms of light, the infinite possibilities that light offers.